Tony and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a what's in my bag video and I've been watching a handful of these. Mine is going to be a little bit different just because in most people's like what's my bag video, they have like an everyday bag that they keep all of their stuff in all the time. However, I actually normally keep all of my bags empty when I'm storing them, and then I keep all of the stuff that I like to put inside my bags inside this container. And so whenever I'm deciding what I'm gonna go out for, I'll pick out what I want from this container and it's easily accessible. And the reason I don't just keep all of my stuff in my bag is because I'm a university student, so I'm sometimes going to class, I'm sometimes going to go shopping.
Get in, loser, we're going shopping.
Sometimes going to a friend's, and depending on what I'm going to do will depend on what I'm bringing. And obviously this is a lot of stuff, so if I'm just going to like a friend's, I don't need to bring all of the stuff compared to if I'm going for a full like day trip out to the city or something like that. So I'm gonna first go over my bag collection, followed by the things that I normally always bring, and then the random other things in this container that I rotate between depending on what I need. Okay, we're gonna start off strong with my favorite everyday bag, which is this one right here. So I thrifted this about a month ago for only like $25 to $30, which is so good. And the quality of this is amazing. So I was trying to figure out if this is handmade or store-bought, and I honestly can't tell because there is no tag. However, the stitching seems so perfect. It feels like it was factory made. However, if you're crafty, I'm sure you could craft something like this because it seems like a relatively simple concept. It has like these holes where the like strap threads through. That way when you pull on the straps, it cinches to be smaller, but then when you like open the bag, it just expands, which is like my favorite part about this bag, because whenever I want to like pack my laptop, all of my books, I can fit everything. But if I just want to like wear it for like a purse, less of a bag, it can be nice and small. It's kind of like a bucket bag, I think. Basically just made out of jean, but the front also has these cool patches. The back is just plain. But yeah, it also has like these clips on the outside, these buttons. So if you want it to be a little bit like thinner, when you don't have a lot of stuff, you can just clip them up. And then in the middle, there's also a magnetic button just to keep everything inside. The inside has a red lining and just a singular zipper pocket here. As you can see, it's quite large and I can fit literally so much in this. So this is my go-to every day. I'm gonna show you a total of 5 bags today. However, that first one and this one right here are the ones that I definitely use the most and rotate through the most. So I want something a little bit more like formal or more purse-like, I'll bring this one. So I think this is the perfect classic kind of purse bag, perfect size. It's just this leather one that I also thrifted, and it was only like $12 or something. Wow. It was under $20, and it's real leather, made in New York, I believe. But this is kind of like a hobo style bag, and the leather, because I like thrifted it, it's already nice and soft. This strap I also like is quite thick, because if it's too like thin, it'll like dig in. And then I tied a piece of lace on there because coquette season. And then it has 3 main compartments. The big one in the middle also has a small zipper pocket as well. This next one, it's a tote bag. There's not a lot to say. The only thing I do want to mention is that it has like outside compartments, which I really like about it because, as you know, tote bags, they can be like an endless abyss when you're trying to find stuff at the bottom. So being able to organize it with the outside compartments is really nice. The second last one is just a messenger bag. So I like to wear this crossbody. It's just really nice and light. It's made out of canvas. And also if you're looking for something like this, I think you can get it kind of from like your army surplus stores. You probably have one near your city where they sell like military uniforms, that kind of stuff is probably where my mom originally got this. And then lastly, I have my shoulder bag that I bought this summer in Italy. Whenever you go to like Florence, there's so many different stalls with different leather products. So I got this for about 60 euros, I want to say. And it still has that like strong leather smell, which I can't tell if I like or not, but it's pretty small. So I only wear this when I'm going out or don't need a lot of stuff to bring. Now finally on to what I actually put inside of these bags. I'm gonna start with my keychain because I always bring my keys no matter where I'm going. To start off, I have these 3 clear plastic card holders. So in the middle one, I keep my Presto card, which is for the Toronto Transit System. And then these other 2 are my student ID and then my residence ID. The nice thing about these plastic card holders is that they're clear and clear enough that you can actually scan them through it. So if you have like a barcode, you don't have to take your card out every time you want to scan it. Now onto the fun stuff. So first off, I have my PC Optimum card. If you're Canadian, you know. And then I have this remove before flight tag that I got when I was in Air Cadets. I love the sound of the jingles, so I purposely put on these 3 pop tabs that are colorful. They're from like the bubbly sparkling water cans. And they also have cute little words on it. Like this one says, hee hee. This one says, ciao. And then the last one says, woohoo. So those are super cute. Being a young woman in a big city, you have to keep something on you to stay a little bit protected. But living in Canada, there are a lot of regulations in terms of what you can actually legally carry. So as of right now, I just have one of these really loud alarms that also serves as a little flashlight. This summer, I played around with Shrinky Dink, which is such like a throwback to childhood, but it's such an easy way to make keychains. So I made this little appa from Avatar. Okay, whenever I go traveling, I like to collect penny presses. And so I took one of them, one of my many penny presses. There was a hole in it, so I just attached it to a keychain and then also put this bead so it dangles like that and also jingles, which you know I love. I then have the key to my apartment as well as my mailbox key. Although I am no longer an architecture student, I still like to keep this mini measuring tape on me. So it goes to like 100 centimeters, I want to say like 1 meter. And this is really helpful whenever I'm looking at pants and you can't try them on, you can measure the waist. But also if you're like looking for furniture or literally anytime, you never know when you might need to measure something. And then for decoration, I also just have this cute little bow keychain. These next two things I used to have on my keychain, but then they fell off because clearly I didn't have it on well enough. First of all, I had my Glossier mangobomb.com on it. And as you see, I just punctured a hole in it and I had it attached to this, but I need to re-put it on. And then my favorite thing that I had on that fell off because it ripped is this mini playing card set. And I bought this honestly from Temu, but the plastic isn't very strong, so I'm thinking of making my own little holder out of material and hand sewing it myself. So that was everything that I keep on my keychain. Now I'm gonna go into everything else that I put in my bag. Can you hear that? That is my laptop taking off into the air right now. So I was gonna show you, yeah, I keep my laptop in here, but it's literally overheating, so I should take it out. So this is my MacBook Air. She has been struggling a lot recently. I got it back in like grade 11. I was hoping it would last me throughout all of university, but I don't know about that. Anyways, this is my laptop case. And then inside here, I also keep my charger and also like my adapter from USB-C to like USB, one of these bad boys. Other than my laptop, there are only two other things that I consider larger objects that I sometimes bring with me. Number one is my umbrella, and then number two is my water bottle. Also, look at this cute little Miffy mental health walk sticker. But on the note, instead of sometimes bringing my larger water bottle, I'll bring this mini one with me if I'm just going for like an hour just on a walk. I don't need that much water. It's so much lighter and smaller to just bring this. This is like one of those water bottles you'll get on the airplane. So I got this summer from one of my flights. I just put a sticker on it to cover up the sticky part of the old label. And then I'll just wash it and refill it all the time. And yeah, now onto this container full of random stuff. Let's go through it. Okay, so I'm gonna go through these things in the order of what I bring most frequently to least frequently. Starting with my mini hand sanitizer spray from Bath & Body Works. This is the Champagne Toast scent. And although I'm not like a germaphobe or anything, whenever I touch a surface outside of my own apartment, I feel like my hands have been contaminated. It might be just the COVID-19 habit inside my brain, I don't know, but I feel like this is such an essential for me to bring everywhere. This next thing is something that I actually recommend that you do, that everyone does. It's to have a little pouch full of things that you normally wouldn't remember to bring when you're going out, but it's really nice to have because you never know when you might need any of this stuff. So what is this stuff, you ask? Well, let's go through it. First of all, we got some tissues, a hair elastic, gum, a band-aid, a glasses cloth, a perfume sample, lip gloss, apparently another hair elastic, a mini pen that I took from my hotel room, a tiny little comb, a floss pick, a safety pin. I like to use this to like pin my clothing if I want to have it kind of like cinched up or style my clothing in any way. And then lastly, Pez, because you never know when you want a little sugar. Next up, let's go over my wallet, which is honestly one of my favorite all-time purchases literally ever. So as you see, it's pretty nice and compact. I freaking love the design. Like, it's this blue leather patchwork. It's RFID protected. Also has this pouch that's big enough for enough coins. So I often find wallets that are compact don't really often have a zip up pouch where I can keep coins. It'll just have like the flat part for bills, but like where are all my coins gonna go? It also has this clear part for an ID and then a lot of different like slots for your cards. So I keep all my credit card, debit cards in here, any kind of like my loyalty cards, library card, all that stuff I keep in here. Speaking of some of my favorite all-time purchases ever, next one is a lot cheaper, but it's this little reusable bag that you can fold it up and put it into this folder to go. And I particularly like this exact bag because it's very compact. I know some of the reusable bags are like a lot thicker material, so it takes up a lot more space even when it's folded. And it's also so easy to put it back into the folder. I know some of them, you have to do specific like origami folds to fit it in, but this one just and go. Next up, I have my portable charger. Pretty self-explanatory. This is the case, and then inside I keep the cord and obviously the actual charger. Next up, I always keep a package of gum with me. I'm a big gum chewer. One thing though that I've told people, and they disagree, is I don't think like the different gum flavors really taste that different. Like I also don't really care if it's Excel or whatever brand, but if it's like spearmint, peppermint, whatever mint, they all kind of taste just like mint to me. I forgot to mention one of the other large things that I sometimes bring is my headphones. So these are the Sony XM4s. I bought them about a month ago. They are a bit of an investment, maybe like 400 Canadian. I bought them from the Best Buy like marketplace, brand new open box, and everything worked out fine. But they have really great noise canceling, and I got the black one because they go with like all of my outfits. But on the days that I don't want to bring something so bulky, I'll bring my AirPods instead. I have super thick hair, so this is the only claw clip that I've ever found works for me. I've even tried like the Cove brand. But anyways, whenever it's like a hot day outside and I think I'm gonna get like hot and sweaty, I'll bring this. Next up, we have my film camera. So to be honest, I don't bring this around very often just because it is pretty bulky. But if I'm going somewhere that I know is gonna be aesthetic or I wanna capture memories, I'll bring this. Now let's go over some of my favorite cosmetics that I like to bring with me, starting with the two perfumes. So this one I got when I was in Italy this summer, and it's the Vanilla Finch one that was kind of going viral that you can get in Florence. I like that it's just nice and compact. And then this is my recent favorite, and it is the Cocoa Must Perfume Oil. And when I say to you, this lasts me all day, I mean it. I found about this, I think just through Amazon. It had really good reviews. It's so cheap. It was like $20. I clearly don't go through a lot and I wear it every day, and it's so compact. Holy grail, please get this. I've gotten compliments on how I smell good, and I normally don't get compliments because my perfume doesn't last long enough to get compliments. So get this. It's even available for my Canadian girlies. I have two different lip glosses. First, I have a colored tinted one. This is from Kiko Milan, and then actually, they're both from Kiko. This one is just a clear one. Technically a lip oil, but I just use it like as a lip gloss. And lastly, for cosmetics, I have my Glossier Ember. I'm not sure what product it is, but basically I use it as a lip liner on the border of my lips, and it works really well. It's this beautiful cherry color. And then these last things at the bottom of my bucket are just kind of repeat things, but I thought I'd show you them anyways. I have a napkin. Whenever I go and get like fast food or something, or at a restaurant, I'll take extra napkins because I like to or if I ever just have extra napkins, I keep them and use them instead of just throwing them out. More tissues, Starbursts, and Mentos. This is really cool. Did you know that there's like a Mento exploratory pack where it has 14 different flavors, like pineapple and others? Super cool. This keychain that I bought from my friend who makes little keychains. The only issue is that it keeps like opening whenever I put it on something. So if you have any tips in terms of if I should just glue it or what, because it is super cute. And then lastly, just a normal hand sanitizer. Okay, so that just about wraps it up. I know it's a little bit more unconventional that I don't always keep everything in my bag and I take everything out each time, but honestly, even if you don't rotate through multiple bags, it's nice just that you don't always have to keep everything in your bag at the same time, because all this stuff, when this container is full, it's heavy. And why bring all of that if you don't need to? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe and hit the bell if you want to see like more content like this. I want to film kind of more like lifestyle and fashion videos this year as well. This was honestly a really fun video to film, so I do want to film more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Oh, hello, Mama. What's